Seriously, you may have heard in regard to decision making the 10-10-10 rule, which states that before you make any decision, which includes, whether to stress out about something, put more attention on it, continue thinking about it, stop doing it. Consider how important it will be to you in 10 minutes, 10 months, and 10 years. So, or for 10 minutes, it could be 10 days. I'm not sure which one it is. But short term, medium term, and long term. So that is like a tremendous, tremendous tool, because a lot of things that we worry about will matter in 10 minutes and 10 days. They may or may not matter in 10 months, and most will not matter at all in 10 years. So what happens is, the reason we don't succeed is because we have a hard time saying no to things because they seem immediate. Urgent is not the same thing as necessary. Urgent means you have to deal with something, for the next few minutes or hours or days. But once the immediate crisis is dealt with, a lot of times you can kind of not put too much attention on it. So it's the same thing with like playing to your strengths. Like if you're the best in the world at something, you could be very, very successful if you're just good at something. So the difference between people that are good at something and the people that are the best at something is phenomenal in terms of income. So if you spend a lot of your time on things that you're mediocre at or not as good at, instead of outsourcing those, you do have to know enough to be able to supervise people adequately, but then you're not going to be great. And if you're not great, if you're not the best at what you do, whatever it is, that could be a small niche or it could be a big niche, you're not going to have outsized returns. It's the people that are the best in the world at what they do or close to it, like the NBA players. Even in the NBA, there's a big difference between how much LeBron James earns and is famous as opposed to the 12th man on an NBA roster. And even the 12th man on an NBA roster, has outsized returns to just, a guy that has a regular job. Be the best at what you can do, and also think about the ramifications for the short, medium, and long term. You can't get fixated like email. People get addicted to social media and what other people think about them. They get addicted to email and other people's agendas. Stop and think, is this something that is really going to affect me a lot in the long term? If it's not going to affect you a lot in the long term and you're not even going to think about it, after 10 months, just do immediately what you need to do to get through it and deal with the crisis if there is one, and then forget about it.